Hello, everyone. So today I am going to be soldering together my voltage splitter that I had once made. Well, somebody else made the what do call it, the schematic for it, and then I am just going to make I just made a PCB, which is this, and then this was the circuit I initially made of it, and right now we are just gonna solder that all together. I'm actually just going to so that I can see it live in the control room. Okay, I can watch and answer any questions or comments people have. Anyways, my soldering iron is heating up. It's good. I'll move this out of the way. Just wanted to show that that was the initial circuit. Then I'll just start putting some of these in for us to solder. Did actually not take very long at all to do all this. Those are two 10K. Then I'll probably should put a little bit of not too much. More. So this one, just want to get some solder paste on it. I need to get new solder paste. I think this stuff is pretty old. I do have new solder paste. Just haven't used it. But then let's get the here's the op amp. Here. See if that is my soldering irons all ready. Put this back in its whatchamacallit. It's a static bag or whatever. I'm just hitting my I got this gold thing right there. That's where I'm putting the before I go to solder. This out of the way. Well, how's everybody today, anyways? Did over here in Saskatchewan we had a big snowstorm. That was fun. Spent like a good 5 hours snow blowing recently. Just gonna uh, um that was all very super fun. My snowblower actually, it's had its belt was all screwy. Well, not screwy. It wasn't. Um, wasn't tight and wasn't blowing snow like it should. So I, of course, went and consulted the manual. What the manual says? It says that to consult or to take it to your nearest dealership, nearest authorized dealer for that problem. Like, well, that's entirely unhelpful. Like, why do you even put that in there? Anyways, let's go and do now. This is the TIP 42C, which is a PNP transistor. I'm just gonna check the. Maybe I should throw that up there. Schematic. Yeah, let's do that here. Let's take a screenshot. The schematic. And I'm gonna put it on here. Browse pictures, screenshots. Oh, ah, let's wonder. Move this here. This bit bigger. Sorry, this is just on the fly. This is gonna get to be a very confusing thingamabobber. There you go. Better here. Ah, here. We can expand this a bit more and you can still see it. A bit more. There. Me a bit bigger. There. Hopefully that's the last change. Okay. So the 42 goes on the bottom. These, as you can see, they're just big honking things, eh? What is it? PO220 package? You one. What's that? Just solder them. Okay, that looks good. No, I haven't looked at my screen lately. There it is. Okay. Now I better turn that off. That's my okay. I am back. And let's go here. One thing I should have done maybe for the second one, we'll have to do that is stop and this one now. You see, I should have, because this one here isn't gonna assemble well down there. Be able to see when I get to it, but should have done the order differently. Oh, I can't get it. Took the thing with all. There we go. Okay, now let's solder that. Now you can hear me again because my furnace just turned off. Okay. Next, I guess we might as well do the. Oh no, we better do these little things. I think they're the same. Yeah, they're both the same width apart. I don't know why I have two different manufacturers. Whatever. We want that. I might have to hold this because I should have done it in a different order. I can do that. Oh, no, wait. Like this, I can hold it right there. Good, good, good. And now we have to, now that we got it one soldered in there, we can do it however way we like. There. Another one. Got the solder melted on the solder and iron by accident. generally I try to heat up the thing I'm soldering itself, because then it reduces the risks of a cold solder joint. At least that's sort of my belief. I've actually, the way I've learned how to solder is I've just soldered things. Not the greatest solderer in the world. You see, that's not the prettiest PCB you've ever seen out there. It's not an ugly necessarily one. Well, maybe a little bit. Hopefully, it will work. Wondering. Uh, Got to put solder paste on again. I always seem to do that. If anybody has any questions or comments or I don't know anything, that'd be nice. Or yes, I should say that I just can or interact somehow. I am watching the Mabobber thing. Gonna have to take a closer look at that. Jeez, having those two big transistors right there makes this much harder to solder, it seems. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, now we are able to test this out. Let's go to test it out. I will need to get a little um these little things in. I'm not gonna color code them because I'm a maniac. I need to remember where my camera is. Been robbing you all of the fantastic footage. Instead, if you got footage of the back of my hand, albeit it is a very lovely hand. Probably not what you want to be. I understand. Okay, so now this out of the way. I'm gonna actually unplug my soldering. Um, Over there. And now I'm going to my bench is somewhat clean, like not the cleanest of clean. Yeah, just quickly do this, and then I have to get going, I guess. Hopefully this will work. One side should be positive and one side should be negative. Like producing a negative voltage. Let's see. You can see my there. Now, see, we're gonna connect this one to the and I'm gonna have to just skip on out here soon, but you see that is giving me a negative 2.8 and see putting out 5.76 and let's just skip this over here, this one, and that's positive 2.8. So seems to be working. I am gonna have to plug in air compressor, I guess. Sounds like people are having some problems. So I will let you all go. Thanks for watching.